Hello, 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 everyone. How are you doing? We are excited to have you at the first edition of the Arielle for Africa Pride Championship 2021. Hi, Blessings.
Hi, Edith. Hi, guys. Welcome.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am good. It's a bit high pressure. I can feel the founders' excitement and everything.
But they're definitely prepared, so we're ready for such a show today. Definitely.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Everyone who's tuning in, we have quite a few people already logged in. Please let us know in the comments below where you're watching us from, right? So write your city, your country. Just let us know where you're tuning in from. I think that will be very exciting for us. And we just want to give you all a shout out as we get started. So welcome to the Arielle Pride Championship. This is the Techpreneur edition, meaning that all of the participants you'll be seeing today, all of the founders, they are in the tech space, or they are leveraging on technology for their scale and their growth. And I'm so excited to have our Arielle alumni pitching today. You know, we have 3 from Kenya, 3 from Ghana, and it's so exciting for us. Okay, so Blessings, tell us what's happening today.
So today what we have planned is, let me run through the pitch right now. So we're going to start off by introducing you guys to what Arielle Pride Championship is. Then we'll move on to introducing you to the pitchers, so the teams who will be pitching, as well as the judges who will be basically giving you an insight to what they think, whether these teams are investor ready, whether they're ready to be the Arielle Pride champion. Then after that, we'll have the pitches. So we have 6 teams, like Edith has said. So they'll have 5 minutes to pitch, and then there'll be 5 minutes for the judges to question them with all the own questions that they have. Then after that, we'll have the deliberations. So this is where everything goes down, all the behind the scene things. And then after that, we'll have feedback from the judges, and then the Arielle Pride champion will be announced, and then we'll bid you farewell after that. But I hope you guys are ready, because I'm excited, and hopefully you are as excited as I am. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Blessings. Thank you so much. And this is exciting because if you don't know, let me introduce you to Arielle for Africa, just in case you're tuning in for the first time or you're watching this for the first time and you haven't heard about us. Arielle for Africa is a social enterprise, and we have a very big heart for young people. So everything we do is around supporting young people. We mostly work with entrepreneurs, with founders, but we're also in the corporate leadership space. So we support entrepreneurs to help them take their idea, their business to the next level. And in the last, 2 years, we've worked with close to over 500 entrepreneurs in 5 African countries. So this is Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, and South Africa. Number 2, what we do with corporate leaders, we just launched Jenga Boss in September last year. Woo! And we actually have one of our Jenga Boss CEOs. She will be pitching today. And that's just exciting to see all the progress that those teams have made. And that was our journey to building up young people to take over C-suite positions. We're also in the financial literacy space. So maybe you started following us when we were doing the webinars, and we're so excited also for the financial literacy program starting on Monday, and all of the amazing collaborations that we're getting around the continent that will allow us to have so many more people join the financial literacy arena and space. And so this is just really exciting, and we're so happy to have everyone here. We are here to support our alumni. Part of what we do is we have a sustainability department and program led by Maureen. So shout out to Maureen for everything that she does for our alumni and for everything that she's done for these amazing founders. And so this is part of what we offer under sustainability, which is showcasing our entrepreneurs. And this quarter, we are celebrating Techpreneurs. And so this is absolutely amazing and absolutely exciting. But let's get to the judges. Enough about us. You can find us. Our website is down below. Enough about us. Let's get to the judges. So we're going to be introducing the judges. Let me start with Daphne. Hi, Daphne. How are you?
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hi, Daphne.
This morning or afternoon for you all.
Yeah. What time is it? Tell them what time it is.
It's 4 a.m. where I am.
Oh.
I look professional here. Just don't ask me to stand up.
Don't worry about it.
We're okay. Everyone's gonna keep your secret. I promise.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Daphne, do you want to tell the people all about Humans for Education and what you do? Absolutely would love to hear it.
Yeah, so my name is Daphne Pariser. I am the CEO and founder of Humans for Education. Humans for Education is an organization that helps people in developing countries build small businesses so that they can basically become financially independent. And we are really excited about this pitch competition to see some really inspired young people do what they love to do.
I love it. I love it. And we will be collaborating quite a bit with Humans for Education and Arielle, and all that is so exciting. And Daphne, Dr. Daphne, is such an amazing heart and soul. Let me just put the website down below. So if you want to learn more about Humans for Education or about Daphne, feel free to add her on LinkedIn, and the website is also available. Thank you so much, Daphne, for being here, for supporting our founders. Geez, we just celebrate you. And at 4 a.m.
I can't wait. I'm super excited.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Next up, we're going to go to another 3 a.m. person, just in case they fall asleep. Hi, Paolo.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting. I'm very excited, very honored to be here today. But I can stand up. I admit I got very I had my 10 minutes in advance, and so very excited to be here. And since you asked about our companies, where you come from, I represent Blue Brass Holding, who's we offer services to startups, but we do also make investments, in particular in startups, and help you guys in case, for example, for crowdfunding and similar stuff.
I love it. And Blue Brass is one of our partners, and they've been such a great support for our entrepreneurs and our founders. Even when we were having Founders Live Kampala. Geez, Paolo, you're just amazing. Even for Jenga Boss, you were here at, I think, 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. You're the real one.
No, thank you. And I'm really looking forward to today. So very excited. Thank you.
Yay. Okay, perfect. So that was Paolo. And now let me just bring up our final judge, Alex. Hi, Alex. How are you?
Hello. Hi, Edith. Hi, Blessing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here, Alex. For those of you who don't know, Alex is an original Arielle for Africa family, like from back in the day. He's like a strong one. But he actually came for our pilot in 2019, so he was here in Kenya with us. He's already met one of the founders, so let's hope he doesn't have.
I'll be checking if he learned.
We hope he learned. Michael, that's true. Oh my word. Okay, Paolo. Sorry, Alex. Introduce yourself.
Yes, I represent myself, no company. I'm a professional investor, professional impact investor, impact consultant, and I run a philanthropic arm of a Swiss family office. And I look forward in judging today's future tech leaders in Africa or the world, maybe.
Yay! Alex is going to be nice. I have I have begged. No, it's okay.
We're live.
Oh my word. Thank you so much, Ale, for everything. Oh,
Thank
my
you.
heart. Okay. So now guys, let's get into it. Blessings, let us know what is the order so that we can pull up these founders. Another thing is that while we're doing that, oh, there are a lot of comments. Okay.
We're coming in.
They're really coming in. Let me just pull up. Oh, look, Alex, you got to reply. Michael is there. Yeah, don't see you scaring my children, Alex. You're scaring. Oh my word. Hi, Lizzie. How are you?
Hi, Lizzie.
Let us know. Like, this is amazing. We're seeing all these cities. We have quite a few people from Ghana. Represent.
Yeah.
Let's hope the Kenyans join, because if not, it's gonna be yeah. I know, Alvin. We took our time with the judges. We really did, and we made sure that they would get the best possible value. Okay, let's get away from everything I've been saying. Blessings. Let us know what's happening.
Okay, so we're gonna have the teams pitch now. So we have 6 teams. We're gonna start off with Soccer Savvy. Then we have Ruwa, Fuelitica, Abrofra, Lookup, and Expendo. So guys, we're gonna ask Faith to join shortly. So Soccer Savvy, and she will be pitching in the next few minutes. So
okay. Perfect. So Faith will be pitching, and then we will pull her up along with the judges for her to get feedback. But let's just hear more about Soko Savvy.
For the past 8 years, Mama Njeri has been depending on sales from her grocery stall to meet her day-to-day expenses and to take her children to school. Her normal day would start at 4 a.m., where she would make her way to the fresh produce market to replenish her stock and later open her stall from 6 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m., selling to her usual walk-in customers like myself from the nearby households. Now, things took a turn for the worst at the beginning of last year with the onset of stringent containment protocols due to COVID-19. Other foreign e-commerce giants saw the opportunity to supply groceries to fear-filled consumers locked in their homes, and consequently, the number of walk-in customers at her stall significantly reduced, leading to the plummeting of her sales and profit margins. To worsen it further, she was unable to establish the daily trends of her customers, resulting in daily massive food wastage, which eventually led to the grounding of her business. She is not alone. This is the plight of thousands of other grocery vendors in urban dwellings. As a consumer on the other end, I resorted to online solutions for groceries and supermarkets, which proved expensive and unreliable due to longer wait times and low quality produce that had been frozen. I could not find Mama Njeri online to order my daily supply of groceries. Now, speaking to her and many others of her kind, it was clear that their reduced daily income was mainly attributed to their online absence, where many of their initial customers resorted to. Now, considering this, in a time as this, when the world is called to reimagine itself, we at Soko Savvy aim at bridging this gap by offering a multi-vendor e-commerce platform for Mama Njeri and thousands of other grocery vendors from the bottom of the pyramid. Our solution aims at leveraging on the high smartphone penetration in our region to give her access to a larger online market, enable her to keep accurate financial records, and encourage a savings culture. The vendors will now be able to predict consumer purchase trends, hence there will be zero food wastage that comes with prior storage and stocking up. On the other hand, we enable the consumer to order fresh groceries from their preferred vendor and have the same delivered at their convenience. And in doing this, we are tapping into a market of over 12.7 million consumers in urban dwellings and well over 500,000 grocery vendors, with a total serviceable obtainable market of over 100,000 in the first year alone. Now, to order their groceries, a consumer searches and selects their groceries on our platform. They then select our vendor and make their payment. We then link them to a delivery person who makes their deliveries at their preferred times of the day. So we are not alone in this market, but what differentiates us is the fact that we are first to this particular target market, and our charges are affordable, and we are empowering these vendors with financial tools that enable them to have a visual image of their business that enables them to make informed financial decisions. Also, by targeting these untapped bottom of the pyramid grocery vendors, we are creating a positive social impact while generating revenue. So we intend to use a one-on-one approach of sales agents and posters in our marketplaces to reach our vendors, and social media advertisements together with customer referrals to reach our consumers. And for a start, we plan to have 3 income sources of revenue, being commissions on sales made on the platform and delivery charges, and also advertisements made on our platforms. Our financials are as projected on this slide, where we project to break even in our second year of operation. So we intend to start our operations in March this year and launch our platform by Q3. We are working to scale our model to B2B and expand our operations to other East African countries by 2025. Now, this will only be made possible by an amazing Soko savvy team with over 15 years combined experience in the fields of entrepreneurship, legal, finance, and technology. And in light of this, we are requesting for 12 million Kenyan shillings to provide a 1-year runway for Soko Savvy. A major chunk of this will go towards branding and marketing, our operations and company setup. So thank you, and we welcome any questions that you may be having.
Great.
Wow.
That was fantastic.
Listen, I am actually, before we bring, no, I need a minute, because Blessings, you heard their pitch at Jenga Boss.
Yep. And they've grown so much, sincerely.
Okay. Let me just, where's Faith at? Hi Faith, how are you? That was amazing.
Thank you.
Really good. That was actually, and I can literally see the improvement. I can see the improvement in your pitching, in your description, in understanding the value chain, you guys have grown. I'm actually really proud of you guys. You have quite a few fans in the comments. So Alvin, let me psych you up before the judges come and tell everything and just
thank you
before they go in. Oh my word, look at that. Even Ferouz, hi Fifi. Oh, sending your love to Ferouz. Co-founder of Arielle for Africa.
Wow.
And she's just, yes, look at her cheering you on. Yep. She's in the she's paid. Oh, you guys have done so well. Well done, Faith. Well done. Okay, let me bring up the judges. Daphne, Paolo, Alex. Okay. Oh, the screen looks nice like this. Everybody's looking so good. Okay, I'm gonna set my timer. Okay, judges, you have 5 minutes. Go.
You go, Ale.
Okay.
First.
Hi, Faith. Thank you for presenting. Very good presentation. Thank you. I think the first question is, have you had any traction yet on your service?
Well, thank you very much for that. Since we began our business, actually we started it this year. So what we are working on currently is our MVP. We have gone to the markets already. We have talked to these vendors and they are really excited about it. They are waiting for us to set out already. So what we've done so far is going into the market, talking with the vendors, and getting to understand how we're going to interact beyond here now.
Okay. Can you elaborate? It wasn't very clear, I didn't hear well, on how you differentiate from your competition.
Well, okay. For a start, I mean, our main competitors actually are individuals who resorted to going online. I mean, individual vendors who went online to start looking out for customers, especially at the beginning of last year due to COVID-19. So you realize that these are individual efforts which are going out already, searching out for consumers who are already left for the online solutions. And you will find that for us, we are combining, I mean, we are giving a larger number of vendors access to this. So you'll find that it's a multi-vendor, so we have so many vendors doing this, unlike the situation where it's just an individual vendor. So our consumers get to select from the wide variety of the vendors that we bring on board. Exactly.
Thank you.
Hi, Faith.
Hi.
I absolutely loved that you started with this story of, the real impact that this could have. I thought that was really beautiful. Few questions. So a few different things. So how are you planning to deal with vendors who either don't have phones or people who don't have access to good network?
Okay, well, that's a really good question. And to be honest, it formed the basis of our business. After doing our market research, we understood that Kenya, and especially in urban areas, including Nairobi, where I'm in, the smartphone penetration is really, really high. And you'll actually see from the pictures, there's an image of a mother who's actually having a smartphone. So after we went to the markets, we understood that the penetration is really high. But what these women and the gentlemen, the vendors I mean, use their phones for, often it's on WhatsApp and Facebook. So we thought, why not give them a benefit? Why not use this technology that they already have to increase their market reach and also their profit margins? Yeah.
But you're creating an app that's not specifically on WhatsApp, right? So have you researched their literacy for using a different application on their phone?
Yes, we did. Actually, the market research that we conducted, it was evident that these vendors already know how to use them. I mean, if someone is on Twitter already, it will not be so hard for them to navigate around a platform that allows them, to increase their business. And besides that, our project is in a manner that once our sales agents, when they are enrolling these vendors to the platform, there is a one-on-one coaching. So they're being taught how to use them and, to answer their questions,
Great. And then last question for now is how are you, it wasn't totally clear to me how you're planning to break even in year 2. Could you explain that a little bit better?
Okay, sure thing. Okay, so for the break even, especially, we understand that our target market are grocery vendors, and currently there's no company which has gone to target this particular people. And secondly, are the grocery consumers. So what we do really, what will determine our breaking even is the number of vendors we're gonna enroll and the number of consumers. So with proper marketing and understanding our market, increasing the number of consumers and the number of vendors on the platform will really help us break even in the second year.
Thank you.
Time's up.
Sorry, Alex.
I knew it.
Okay, Alex. Okay, I'm going to feel bad for you. Okay, just ask one question. Okay, Alex, one.
Yes, just how you were planning to onboard all of the people on your new platform.
Okay, thank you.
But you're gonna directly go and meet every single person, or you're planning some digital strategy of marketing?
Okay, well, thank you. For our case, it's more of a chicken egg situation where getting the vendors and getting the consumers on board. So what we are planning actually to do is initially we want to go one-on-one. So using sales agents, especially in markets, in the larger markets, the ones you just saw on the pitch. So we're going to send our sales agents there to keep enrolling them, because they will for sure require to be taught how to use it and the process. So you don't want to complicate it with more technology, but of course that is going to come as we advance. Yeah. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Faith. Thank you. Thank you so much. Honestly, I am so proud. Paolo, can you compare that pitch to what we saw during Jenga Boss? I feel like I can.
Yeah, I was very impressed, and I went straight to the question because we only had a little bit of time, but it's very impressive, and congratulations. Right. Yeah.
Oh, my heart. So much growth. Okay. Thank you, judges, for that. Okay. They were so kind, right? Blessings. They were so kind. Oh, good people. Good people. Okay. Blessings. Who is next?
We have Rua. So they will come up. We have, I believe it's Kwabena.
Yeah. Is he doing
recording?
The one that I have?
I've got it ready to share. So if you just...
Okay. Kwabena, I just added you. Hello, Kwabena. Also, while we're here, this is what people are saying. Kwabena, let us know if you're ready. Let me put him back. Kwabena, when you're ready. You know, these Africans, anyway. So Alvin is cheering Faith on. Evan as well. I know. Such an amazing presentation. Oh, this is great. This is great. Well done, Faith. Okay, Kwabena, are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm adding you now, and then Blessing.
He says he's ready.
He's ready. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Kwabena.
As a team, we are horrified.
Blessing, you're gonna have to take that one back a bit.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. We are Rua. As a team, we are horrified and disgusted on a daily basis by the plastic pollution we see on our streets. A growing consumption rate of plastic packaged water, which takes over 400 years to decompose, low recycling rates, poor plastic disposal measures, coupled with the unavailability of green alternatives for drinking water, especially on the go, we face a serious problem of the destruction of aquatic life and choked waterways, resulting in flooding and disease outbreaks, especially in urban slums in Ghana. This is why Rua was born. Rua, meaning water in Hausa, is a registered technology company headquartered in Accra that is set to disrupt the problematic plastic culture of drinking water, especially on the go, by creating a network of strategically positioned smart water refill stations across universities, gated home communities, institutions, and cities that saves drinkers over 70% of the amount they currently spend on bottled and sachet water. We are digitizing and gamifying the process to give users a superior water drinking experience by introducing the Rua app, which will enable users to find the nearest refuel station, make digital payments for water, track their daily hydration, and also track the amount of plastic that they have individually saved the earth from. In partnership with Ghana Water Company and Water Health International, we reach our customers using our Ditch the Plastic campaign through targeted ad promotions and collaborations, and generate revenue from refuel sales on our monthly and weekly subscription packages, where consumers save up to over 70% of the amount they currently spend on drinking water. Our solution, ladies and gentlemen, empowers our target market of young, tech-savvy individuals and eco-friendly families and institutions to avoid plastic bottled and sachet water, and our mission is to have a minimum of at least 100,000 committed Rua users by 2025. The impact of 100,000 people avoiding plastic bottled and sachet water equates to 39 homes being powered, over 21,000 trees being planted, and over 8 million bottles and sachets saved from our oceans and landfills. These are the models we have in play: City 1.0, City 2.0 for outdoors, and City indoors. Now, how it works. So you open the Rua app to download, to find the nearest refuel station after downloading it on Apple and Play Store. Then you make digital payments via mobile money or credit or debit card. You receive a unique code. And then with this code, you could issue a command to refuel at any rural refuel station. You enjoy your cold filtered water. And then from there, you immediately track the plastic bottles that you have saved the earth from as a result of your refueling. Now, we have currently we have permission to set up in 5 huge institutions, which amounts to about 8 million market size for us to actually tap into. And with our financial projections, we are hoping to create 5 stations in the year 2021, and we are hoping to hit 5,000 committed users, which will generate an income of $248,000. And in 2025, our aim is to have 50 stations and also clock 100,000 users of Rua by 2025, where we are going to hit a revenue of close to $5 million. Our ask is we are looking for 30,000 US dollars seed capital for 3% equity of our business, 5,000 reusable bottle sponsorship, a platform and capacity to host and manage our data, and ongoing technical support relationship from the investors who are listening to us currently. We are a very passionate team, and we exude so much competence in our ability to do. We are complement each other, and we have the same optimism concerning we having a good future by removing plastic and having something more sustainable. This is Rua, and we are so honored to have you listening to us. And we hope that with the funding you've already received from African Impact and with your support, we'll be able to make this vision come to pass. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.
Fantastic.
Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love it. Kwabena, are you ready? Switch on your video. I don't think your video is on, and then I will add you to the screen. In the meantime, yes, Brian, welcome. People are still here cheering on Faith. Kwabena, where is your fan club? Let me add him to the
Hello. Hi, Edith, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry my camera is off. For some strange reason, when my camera comes on, it kind of interferes with my data connection.
Okay,
So I want to be secure with it, which is why it's off at the moment.
That's completely fine. Let me add in the judges, Alex, Paolo, and Daphne. Daphne, I hope you were able to catch something.
Yes, I was able to see some of it. Yes.
Okay. I was worried. Okay. Okay, judges, I'm setting my timer. You can start.
Daphne, do you want to start?
Yes, I'm going to yield some of my time back to Alex today.
I'm going to yield it to Paolo because I went first.
Okay. My question is, you're offering a different solution from what people have right now, which is buying water bottles. And how are you gonna make it, or how is it more convenient than the current solution for your clients?
Right, thank you. That's a good question, because that is one of the bottlenecks we realized from our market research that we did, in the sense that although people, especially within our target group of young tech and environmentally friendly people, have an issue with plastic, it is the convenience of the plastic bottles and sachet being everywhere that makes them want to purchase plastic bottles. And so one thing we realized is that with Rua, with the new way of drinking water we are setting up, convenience is one thing that we wouldn't be able to provide in the first 3 or 4 years of our operations. And it would basically be in controlled environments. So how we're going about beating this bottleneck that we have about convenience is we are not setting up these stations on the on-go in public spaces. We are looking at institutions, universities, home communities where these stations are within the catchment areas of the people we are targeting. And then from there, we'll be able to move into other public spaces whereby it would be more convenient for people. So yes, in the initial stages, convenience isn't really something that we have because our convenience is based on the number of refuel stations, and the more refuel stations we have, the more convenient we are. And so that is one thing. That is the problem we have now, and how we are going about it is starting in controlled environments and moving out into public spaces.
Okay. Follow-up question, and I like how you're starting and where you're starting. In terms of pricing, how are you different from buying, let's say, a bottle of water?
Great. Yes, please. So we're different exponentially from bottled water because a bottle of water currently costs 1 cedi 20 pesos here in Ghana. And what we are providing, the reason why bottles are so expensive is because the cost of production is usually shipping for the labeling of even the bottle, which is why it's so expensive. But then the real value of the water shouldn't be that expensive. And because water is a necessity, most people should be able to afford it. So in our model, we cut down all that cost from the bottle to just the water which you are refilling in a reusable bottle, and give that the same quantity, the same quality of water for 20 pesos, which is over 80% less of the amount of money that you spend currently with bottled water on the market now. So that is one way in which we are using to penetrate the market with the cost savings that customers use. However, there is also another segment of customers who don't really care about the price. It's just water, and so far as it's good and it's healthy, they are good to go with it. Their issue just has to do with the plastic that comes with it, and there is no alternative way. There is, even if you're a green institution here in Ghana,
for the sake of time,
there's no.
Otherwise, other judges don't have time.
Yes. So thank you.
Okay. All right.
Just to follow up questions, let's say, which I think are quite important. One is on sanitation. One of the major problems with this type of service that you're providing is that all of the sanitation part of the water is before, and then the actual end part where you actually put the water in is not very well sanitized, which can create a lot of problems, especially in very hot countries like Ghana. And then, so what are you doing on that? And the second question is, your main assumption on what you do is that people will be going around and will have their own bottle and will be able to refill it. But of course, we lived the last year going in and out of lockdowns, and people are not allowed to leave their home or go around. And especially because you're targeting universities and malls and etc. What do you expect to see on this end?
Yes, thank you very much. Let me start from the second question. So with the second question, yes, ordinarily people would don't carry reusable bottles because there is nowhere to refill. So as part of our Dish to Plastic campaign, of which we are also asking for 5,000 reusable bottles to penetrate our target market, we intend to give a first 5,000 people free reusable bottles at the places where we have set up. And this is something that we feel is going to kick-start the process and let them be our evangelists so that other people may join as well. Yes, lockdown is inbound, and at the moment here in Ghana, we are still free to move around, and we are hoping that schools will be reopened soon as well. So yes, although it's COVID, it makes it even more a hygiene issue because people don't feel comfortable buying bottles whereby somebody has touched it. But then in our model, it's water that is in a system that is untouched by humans. And this moves me to my answer for the second question. So how we don't have any physical contact with the water. We are working with Water Ghana company. So then the water we get is tapped into the city water system and goes through multiple filtration systems before it comes out of our station. So at the point of refill, the water is directly from the source and it goes through double filtration processes before the end user gets it. So in terms of sanitation, the customer actually gets a higher level of hygiene from refilling as opposed to buying from bottles, which has records of a lot of toxins in it, especially with sachets currently. So
Thank you, Kwabena. Thank you so much. I even added him like a minute and a half. Okay, thank you, judges, for that. Thank you so much. Blessings. Who do we have up now?
So next we have Glenn with Hulitica. So Glenn, if you can join us.
Okay. As Glenn is joining us, Kwabena, I think you can. Yeah. Perfect. Hello, Glenn. How are you doing? Oh, you're muted. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I am well. I am absolutely well. How are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Perfect. But no, Glenn, I think it's important also that you, while you're pulling up your slides, I believe you'll be sharing your own screen, that you just tell people about your exit. I believe you had another startup. Just let us know about that and your Lion's Den and the exit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think the first startup I had was called Safe Tire. So basically, Safe Tire was selling a tire pressure monitoring system gadgets, right? They're just tiny gadgets that are fitted onto trucks that reduce instances of tire bursts, which cause road accidents and all. So the point was, it started at a point when road accidents were really the case. It was an uptick in road accidents, so like what could be the solution to at least reduce this? Yeah, so we took it to the Lions Den. Actually, that was a really intense experience. That was my first pitch ever. So you can imagine, so you can imagine the pressure. But yeah, it went well.
Okay, so did you exit completely?
Yes, but it wasn't. It did, but just from a buyout totally from such individual who had a wholesale business in that particular line.
Okay, I understand. Okay, pull up your screen. We're so excited to hear more about you guys. This is so exciting. And for everyone else to hear.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay, so I will be timing you, right? Because you are, there you go.
Right, is it okay?
That is perfect. It is absolutely beautiful. Okay, wait. Okay.
Oh, right.
So I'm just going to count you down. You have 5 minutes, okay? So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, I'm Glenn Digolo. I'm the co-founder of Fuelitica. Fuelitica is an Nairobi-based startup that aims to optimize logistics and business processes for downstream oil and gas companies. Well, say that business is a game of margins, right? Not volume. For petroleum dealers in Kenya, this statement can't be any true. They find that the business to them is actually a game of cents, literally cents. And they find that, let me give you a scenario. If this retailer loses a liter of fuel, it will take him 17.5 more liters to recover the lost margins. And we find that 7% of this retail and bulk fuel stations, they have negative variances from physical fuel losses and adjusted fuel losses from inaccurate data, human errors, and delivery discrepancies here and there. Now, for independent dealers and petrol retailers, for independent, I mean stations that are owned by individuals and not affiliated to multinationals and organized retail networks, the situation is quite worse because the challenges begin right from the point of sourcing. Finding the right type, finding the right quantity, finding the right quality of fuel is really a challenge to them because the supply chain is highly fragmented, and the suppliers use paper-based systems. Now, this industry standard, sorry about the slide. So this industry standard has really created a massive opportunity for automation solutions to tackle these challenges. And we find that these challenges are really big. It's a big problem because if you see the trickle-down effect, this kind of causes the issues of artificial fuel shortages, which again leads to social unrest, guys rioting here and there, high prime prices, and there's also unbearable margins for this retailer. So Tech Systems came up with a solution, Fuelitica. Fuelitica is a cloud-based SaaS software used by fuel retailers, fuel dealers, and transporters to organize their work better, pinpoint saving opportunities, and most importantly, enhance customer credibility. So if I can take you through this, just an overview of the system. This is a dashboard at the fuel station. This is where the fuel station owner can, for example, manage the stock and see, hey, my tank is at this particular level in real time, and this is accessible on phone, on laptop, any network, any device with internet connection. And from here, the station owner or whoever, if it's a business, can order for fuel and track it from the point. So to make this possible, we've integrated an additional layer where we have a platform that connects bulk fuel suppliers to guys who are seeking to buy fuel in bulk. So we do this by connecting them using a dispatcher app that drivers use and a back office that the fuel seller, the bulk seller, and also the fuel station can use. So by auto-invoicing, auto-dispatching, online payment processing, and automatic order generation algorithms, we're able to streamline and kind of make this supply chain a bit easy for them. Now, as a channel to market, we have established key relationships to our immediate target market, the independent dealers. We've partnered with the largest lobbyist association in the country that champions for the welfare of these independent dealers. And if you look at it, looking at the market, the African market, we kind of have a fast move advantage in bringing this solution to market. So we aim to capitalize on it fully by mass marketing and doing a quick scale up once we get to market. So how do we make money? We charge a monthly or annually software as a service to users of our software. Other than that, we also have automatic stock replenishing contracts where clients get into contracts to have fuel supplied to their site, because we can pick data on their levels of fuel they have. Also to that, we have a transactional commission on fuel that is sold via our platform, right? So opportunities that we're looking for growth in this sector is, making this hardware for automation affordable by introducing a lease kind of purchasing model. And in future, we're looking to implement the same technology to scale now into selling to private businesses, corporates, industries, and generator tanks to simplify their ordering processes. So words without action, they say words without action are like wheel without traction. So as much you don't have real user traction yet because we haven't launched, we've really worked our way to validating the solution we have to potential customers. And we've used their early feedback to, streamline our user interface, the functionalities. Everything that we built is based on client feedback. So currently we have a launch wait list with enterprise and single session clients. And other than that, last year our team got featured by Disrupt Africa and Pivot East among the top promising startups to watch in East Africa in the enterprise category. My team is very lean. I'm a co-founder together with my business partner, Raymond Mayu. The business founder, while he's a technical founder, I have a background in sales and finance, while he has a background in IT and business. So our tech has currently been developed by an outsourced company. We understand we have a gap because we don't have a CTO yet, but we have put strategies in place to kind of onboard an A-game CTO before, within a month's time. So from the inception of this company, we've been able to invest around $13,000. This is coming from our co-founder savings, friends, and family. Now, this has been the funding that will strap us to this level. So right now, we're seeking to raise $50,000 in convertible notes as security. Now, we're hoping to get investors with the industry knowledge, connections, and involvement into the business. This raise specifically is going to be targeted to use for just as product completion, and we have a ready enterprise pilot that's supposed to take place by the start of next month. And also, we're also looking at having this cover our operating expenditures over the next 6 months, just a 6-month runway. So yeah, we're looking with this funding, we can be able to get to a point where we have 30 paying beta customers within that period. So the team behind this is young, we're energetic, we are driven to succeed, and we're on the verge of disrupting a traditionally analog kind of business process. This industry we're looking at, the market we're looking at, is a $250 million opportunity. And it's an industry that is characterized by mergers, acquisitions, tech transfer, partnerships, and all. So for investors thinking or considering getting on board now, getting you a successful exit either at not maturity or at a point later on as we raise our next round is paramount to the team, right? So thank you for your time, and we hope you join us in our quest to become an industry game changer, and of course, build generational wealth while at it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Glenn. Let me just add up the judges. Okay, let's go at it.
Glenn, great job off the bat. I have like 100 questions, but I'm going to start with like 2. But basically, I loved your talk. You did a great job. What is your biggest barrier to entry right now?
The barrier to entry into the industry or ours accessing the industry?
Both.
Right. So looking at the barrier to entry in this industry is actually networks. The oil and gas industry is an industry of connections and a meeting getting you to a high level sales pitch or whatever. So that's the highest barrier to entry, but we find a way to mitigate it. But as we've mentioned, we've partnered up with a really huge organization in this space. Other than that, capital and the technology. But as for the technology, we've worked with partners, and also we have a team that's really brilliant when it comes to putting ideas down to code.
Perfect. Second question is, how competitive is your monthly charge for the software, and have you completed your market research to know like what your actual target market is going to be?
Okay, so currently looking at the market, we competitively, most of the competition comes from multinational companies that do automation, retail automation, right? The local players that are into the market are kind of resellers or dealerships to these companies. So as for targeting independent dealers, we understand that there is a business that deals with tight margins. So our pricing structure is more targeted towards being low cost. Actually, our SaaS is among the lowest in the market, but also looking at the product we have, I'm confident to say we'll be bringing in the best product to market. So that's how I can look at our competitive scope at the moment in terms of pricing.
Great, thank you.
I think I have a question more on, I guess, well, what is your background in this industry? Because it's the oil industry is quite a tough industry. And the second part is, how are you planning to onboard all of these petrol stations? I mean, some research I did beforehand, there's like 4,000 petrol stations. Some are probably chains and etc. And probably they will not be your target, or they probably have already their software. So how will you actually onboard them all?
Okay, so starting with the first question, my background, my background in finance, launched the company 2 years ago, 2 years down the line. And honestly, this has been my full-time job 2 years down the line, fully immersed into doing market research day to day, interacting with petrol stations, interacting with truck drivers, interacting with fuel depot suppliers. I mean, we've gone all in terms of uncovering perceived and even latent needs that exist in this industry. And I think that is one thing that we bring, our team has, that kind of give us a competitive advantage. We kind of really understand our market, and we put our all in learning about it every single day. Now, looking at the second question, our strategy to onboard fuel stations. I mean, we're kind of trying to use a pull strategy. And looking at what we're targeting independent dealers, not multinationals, organized companies. Yeah. So the core problem these guys have, that this market niche has, is sourcing for fuel. I mean, there's no framework or organization bit to it. You kind of find your own supply, you find your own truck, you place your order, you get it. So what you're trying to do is to pull them in. You're making it so simple for them to source for fuel. When onboarding suppliers onto our platform, they can get to do best buy sourcing. They can get to track their orders. They can get to have peace of mind that the fuel they ordered got to their
Yeah, my question was more on, are you planning to do more of an online campaign, or are you planning to travel throughout Ghana and visit every single one of these guys?
Okay,
because of course, well, you said you want to do an exit in 24 months, which is it's going to be very exceptional. But of course, it's going to take you some time and effort to, of course, travel throughout the whole country and onboard them.
Okay, so first to note, we are based in Nairobi, Kenya, and as I've mentioned, the partner we have, the Lobbyist organization, has access to 800 retail stations, right? These are 800 retail stations, more than 200 trucks, and their operations stretch all across the country. Now, this is the enterprise pilot we're looking to get into. So this is our channel to market strategy, because basically getting to them, we can get to the specific target market we're looking at. Yeah, and what was the other question? Have I answered your question?
Yeah, yes, you did. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Straight on the money.
Sorry, Paolo.
Sorry, Paolo. Oh my word. Okay. Thank you so much, Glenn. Well done. Everyone was cheering him on in the comments. Thank you, judges. Let me just add blessings. Blessings, who do we have next?
Next, we have Sean with a buffer, so he'll be joining shortly. Well, he should be here now.
Okay. And okay, perfect. Sean, are you ready? I can't see your video. Sean, let me add him. Sean, are you ready?
Yes, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Oof, not that screen. We do not want that screen. Like, straight to the
Yes, the screen.
Okay, let me make sure it's the right one. Okay, yeah, that screen. Okay.
Great. Fantastic.
Okay, let me get my timer out. Perfect. Okay, and you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can start.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Sean Oforiado. I'm the CEO at Abufra, and I'm glad to have you all here. Abufra is all about breaking the cycle of poverty in sub-Saharan Africa, and we're doing this by targeting the early childhood education stage of our kids. So our vision is to bridge the word and intellect gap of 55 million children by making them more ready, more focused, and more successful in future. What we realize is that children who do not get access to early childhood education are lag behind and do not have the head starts they need to progress further in future, and they lack creativity and most likely are not able to succeed in future because of this. So according to the UN, over 55 million children under the age of 6 living in urban slums in sub-Saharan Africa do not get quality education, and this value is set to improve. This value is set to increase by the year 2050. And this is to prepare them for further education to be productive, and to be competitive in society. So what is Abufra here? What Abufra is that Abufra is an application that mobilizes and enables parents living in urban slums with children between the ages of 0 to 6 to close this word and intellect gap by delivering world-class educational curricula in text and audio. This solves the problem of low access since the parents are able to access on their mobile phones. We had a market research 2 years ago, and from this market research, we realized that these parents who are generally market vendors in the urban slums have access to these smartphones and are able to access applications like WhatsApp and use payment systems like the mobile money system. And with this, we were able to test and understand that if we're able to give them this application, they will be able to access good and quality education for their children. The poor quality here is with regards to the kind of reliability of information they receive and the ability to detect certain pain points the child is going through at that stage. Because within that age group, we need them to maximize their potential to prepare them for the future. And this is because the education they receive does not have a standard as of now in Ghana and Africa, does not have a standard to assess what the child is learning and what the child must know within that stage. So that's one thing Abufra aims to do, and that's what we're going to be doing through the Abufra application. Our target market is to target children between 0 and 6 years, as I've stated already, and we are placing more emphasis on the core early childhood educational traits these children are supposed to develop before they grow and move into further education. These are the psychomotor, the cognitive, that's their coordination with their movement and brain and neural connections, and also the ability to relate with human beings as well. So these are the core functionalities and specifications that my team and I were able to come up with over the past year, last year, as an MVP mockup. So with the registration and authentication, you realize that the parent has the ability to register more than one child, which makes things easier since children may have different, since they may individually have different learning progress, and to track that, we have separate user accounts for that the parents can easily sign on to. It also has we're also able to illustrate the voice cloning feature, which allows the parents to record their voice, and with that voice, it's able to stimulate all the content and present that content in the parent's voice to the child, which adds some sentimental value and attachment and bond with the parent. And also, we're able to track the child's progress in terms of their cognitive ability, that's their reasoning and problem-solving ability, psychomotor, communication skills, and socio-emotional as well. The pricing per module for now remains 10 cedis for the basic plan, and for the premium plan, 20 cedis. Yes, some concerns were raised as a result of this from the market research, and we realized that it's not just with regards to what's and how they are paying, but how much they are paying, but how we communicate the value will also determine how best they can afford this. And also, we realized that it's relatively affordable than the current systems in place. So our revenue projections are seen below, and this is going to be increased by the number of subscribers onto the portal and the type of subscription these subscribers go into. The kind of impact Abufra aims to have is to provide quality education and reduce inequalities, because to break the cycle of poverty, you have to alleviate poverty itself from the low income standards in society. So our progress and traction so far: in 2019, we furthered our research. Abufra won the German Institute of Business and Technology Hackathon, and we were able to further our research, and that spoke to 500 market vendors in the urban area of Nima, and we got some good feedback, which helped us in our MVP production. And the validation of that MVP also currently leads us on our implementation stage as we are at now with the voice cloning feature and the kind of content we produce. Product refinement and company building will be taking place in 2021, and in the next 3 years, we hope to scale our companies to other sub-Saharan Africa. German Institute of Business and Technology, NEIP, African Impact Initiative, these are some of our mentors, and Arielle for Africa, of course. These are some of our mentors and MEST that have helped us over the way. This is my well-built team and well-skilled team that has helped to build the application. That's me, the project manager and front-end developer, and the rest as well. So we need you to support the vision. Abufra is not just an application, but it's the future of Africa. And if we are to help Africa in any possible way, education must be addressed from the early childhood stage. This money is going to be used to create content that's aligned to a contextualized cultural system, and we're going to market the idea, penetrate the market as well with this through digital marketing. And also this will be used to host the application and maintain it as well. Please contact us on the following handles. Thank you very much for your time, and I'd like to hear from you. Invest in Abufra, you invest in Ghana, and you build a better future for Africa. Thank you for your time, everyone.
Let me tell you, you Africans, Sean, you guys are on your own. Okay. Let's just get into it. I know Daphne, this is like your area. This is you. Guys, go.
I can get started. I have a few questions. So the first question is, if your target market is people who are impoverished, how are you specifically planning to charge them for education? And is this supposed to replace their regular education, or is this included on top of their education, which means that they would also then have to be paying tuition fees? And then my second question is, how are you planning to compete with other applications that already exist, like Khan Academy?
Okay, thank you very much. That's a very good question. For your first question, how we plan to help these parents to pay or assess their ability to pay is that Abufra being an application and having certain traits, we want to
Sean. Oh dear, not good. Okay, let me pull him down. Oh,
Daphne, your question was so hard, he's speechless.
You know, I want to
Someone had to say, sorry, someone had to say such a bad joke today.
Freeze on Zoom or something like that when I get a hard question, and just like seeing if that works, right?
He's shocked.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't breathe.
Right.
Oh, and he's still stuck that way right now.
Right.
Oh, okay. I think what we're gonna do is we're going to pause, right? Write down all those questions. We're jumping into the next pitch because we're tight on time. And then when he's back, we can have the questions after the other pitch. So thank you so much, judges. Thank you. You'll be back soon. Africa, Africa, Africa.
Hello everyone, my name is Kelana Mosampo and it's a pleasure being here. So the problem I'm trying to solve is one that I believe you're all familiar with. The fact of the matter is that it's never easy learning something new. And it comes as no surprise that students do run into difficulties, especially at the university level. This problem is further compounded by the fact that it's simply difficult to find quality and affordable tutoring services. And after much investigation, we discovered that some of the factors which actually cause this include financial restraints, the mere complexity of the things being taught, and an inability to find a learning set skills. So we hope to solve this problem by making tutoring affordable and accessible through the internet. And to that end, we are developing a platform which will connect students to tutors who will be able to help them overcome their academic struggles. All indicators show that the market we are aiming for is a really big one. Ghana's three major universities alone boast a combined student population of 150,000. That's not accounting for the numerous other universities in the country. If you're able to get even a tenth of that market, we start to make a lot of money. We are not without competition, but we do have some key advantages. For one, we are a very convenient service as students are able to access tutoring anytime, anywhere. Apart from that, too, we offer quite an engaging experience as tutors are able to interact directly with students. And then finally, the service is quite affordable as well. Students will be making payments to tutors through our platform, and the way we make money is by taking a percentage of the transactions being made. We, of course, would like to explore other avenues for revenue going forward, but right now, this is the main way we intend to make money. We are not alone. These are some of the beautiful organizations that have supported us so far and continue to support us, and for that, we are truly grateful. Currently, we are seeking $50,000 in seed funding, 15% of which will go into the development of our product, 40% which will go into the necessary staff hires, 25% for marketing, and 20% which will cover our operations. So this is me. I'm just a total tech geek. Well, I do say so myself. I'm currently a student pursuing a bachelor's in information technology at Ghana Communication Technology University, and I'm hoping to make my mark as an entrepreneur. So thank you very much. Once again, it's been a pleasure, and I look forward to doing business with you.
Okay, perfect. Hi, Kevin. Well done. Let me just add in judges. Oh, you paused, Kevin. I don't want more internet things. You Ghana people, I will beat you with whatever provider you're using. Where is that? Kevin, you better switch off the video, but be heard, okay? Okay, good. Judges, there you go. 5 minutes.
Okay, all right. I'll go then. Can you elaborate more on the target that you are trying to address?
Okay, so actually, our general targets are students, but we are starting off with university students. Okay, yeah, we are starting, but generally, we want to our targets are general students, but we're starting off with university students.
It's hard to hear you. Did you say every student?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it better now? I said, okay, generally, yeah. I was saying that we are starting off with university students, but generally our targets are students in general. Okay, but entering the market, we are starting off with college students in particular.
Okay.
I don't particularly have any questions about this company. I think it was quite straightforward.
Okay, so I have a few questions. How do you specifically deal with the issue of your competitors? There are a lot of very, very well established affordable tutoring systems that are already in place in Ghana. How are you going to compete with them?
Oh, okay. Indeed. Also, what's happening actually is that what we are first intending to do is what mainly differentiates us the kind of interaction we present. For typical tutoring, what would happen is that we find that people would have to move, from where they are to have a physical meetup, or like our in contrast to our online competitors who typically serve their content through videos, we provide a far more engaging experience. Okay. So the fact of the matter is that it's true there are a lot of tutoring services here, but we are still making online the things which are already happening on the ground. And then we are doing so, making it more convenient, so that instead of people necessarily have to traverse, from various locations, they can do so online. So
Yeah, but there
that's
are already a lot of online affordable tutoring systems. So how do you plan to compete with the online tutoring systems?
So that's what I was saying. So like most of these online systems typically serve their content through videos, and a lot of the time it's not typically, it's not usually what we call it, a far engaging system like that. It's usually through videos. But even for the ones which are, let me say, what do you call it, where the interaction is directly, okay, they do tend to be a little bit more pricey. And what we are doing is to kind of mitigate that. We have more class, like the system is more of a classroom sort of setup. Okay. So what actually allows is for the tutors on our platform to not charge so high, you understand, to necessarily be able to make enough profit.
It wasn't okay.
Daphne, any other question? Because when you guys are done with Kevin, Sean is back, so I'll pull him up.
No, that's okay.
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. Paulo? Okay. Thank you so much, Kevin. I'm going to pull you down now. Thank you. Sean, if you know your internet, you switch off the video. Are you hearing me?
Okay, let me do that. Let me switch it off.
Okay. Judges?
Okay. I have two questions. One is just a clarification. So are you planning to complement or substitute like the traditional system? And the second is, what kind of criteria are you using to select the content?
Thanks for the question. So with regards to the complementing, we want to fill in that gap because currently there are no startups working on that field. We have other application softwares that teach children within this age group, but not particularly with emphasis on the 4 core traits they are supposed to develop within that stage. And most of them look at their mathematics, English,
You Ghana people, when you're pitching, you'll be moving to Kenya. What's happening? Oh my God. Okay. You know what? It's fine. I like that comment. Okay.
The internet got scared of a question.
It's fine. I think we will go straight to Michael. Let me add Michael. Judges, let's allow Michael to pitch. Michael, share your screen like now, okay? Alex is here and he's coming for you like last time. Michael, you are muted. Blessings. Oh, there we go.
Hi,
okay.
Michael.
Oh, hi.
At least the internet is good. You're not going to get a heart attack. Okay, perfect. Are you sharing your screen? Okay, let me get your timer. Yeah. Michael, did you start screen share?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because I'm not seeing it here. You need to press the share screen
at the bottom.
Yeah. There we go.
That's fantastic.
Wrong screen, not that screen. You see, guys, why are we happy?
Oh, no.
You need to literally share. There we go. Okay.
Fantastic.
Ooh, not that one. Okay. Yeah,
great.
Perfect. Okay. You have 5 minutes starting now.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Michael Mbugo, CEO at Spender Limited. Now, 100 souls in place of his own is what Jack Sparrow bargains for with Davy Jones in Blood Debt. On realizing it a vanity project, he tries to escape it while at the same time trying to fight the East Indian Trading Company. At the end of it, the expensive venture leads him to Davy Jones' locker. Same is logistics in Africa today. A highly decentralized industry, as only 20% of it is digitized. No insurer wants to look at goods in transit insurance for loose cargo, as there are no performance metrics for transport service providers. This makes a total product cost very expensive, and 60% of it goes to logistics. Now, Expendo is a fast, convenient, and affordable way of moving cargo. We provide you with speedy cargo solutions by connecting you to our driving partners through our mobile and web applications. From nano commerce to e-commerce, our marketplace adapts to your transport requirement and allows you control over your delivery process. Expendo uses a comparative bidding process to allow service providers to compete for your business. It enables also real-time cargo tracking, access to a nationwide network of feedback-rated service providers, as well as advanced cargo tracking. We are not alone in this market, but we are not a hailing application. We allow you control over your process so that you can be able to engage with a service provider, negotiate for favorable rates, and determine the metrics for your performance, for the performance of your service provider. Sorry. Now, how do we go about our revenues? We take 20% of every transaction on our platform. And with our market, we're valued at about $3 billion in value, of which we are targeting to take 20% of it to make it about a revenue of $300,000 by 2023. These are our projections as from 2019 all the way to 2023. With a viable problem, we have a market. With a market, we have a solution, and we have a team for it. Myself is Michael Mbugu, our overseer, Rose Njoki, Linet, and Ian, our hacker. With this, we have already made traction with our company. We've already built our MVP and already tested it, as well as tested our market with our MVP. We've already closed down a big partner, which is Multiple Solutions, to handle their cargo from Kenya all the way to Uganda. And we're looking to raise $150,000 in seed capital, of which goes to our operations, our marketing, and building our team. So, are you an adopter? Get started. Are you a transport service provider? Sign up. Are you an investor? Join us. My name is Michael Mbogo, and you can be able to reach me on Michael at expendo.co. Thank you.
Right on the money, Michael. Well done. You're the only one who kept time, right? You and Billy, because these other people, they're not respecting time. Okay, judges, go.
Great job, Michael.
Thank you.
You got me at Jack Sparrow, so. I think one question, and I just have one really, is have you made some research or some studies on how to properly have an accurate ratio of suppliers, trackers, etc. on your platform because of course it's an online, let's say, marketplace, and you need to keep a balance, because if that balance goes wrong, then people just don't use it. Have you any thoughts on that or any research on that?
Thank you for that question. Yes, so we have a graduated score for both transport service providers and customers. As we grow our market and more traction on the customers end, we grow every bar of that we achieve in terms of that market, we are able to onboard other transport service providers. So the metrics for more transport service providers on our platform is determined by how much market we are able to close.
Thank you.
You want to go, or?
Yeah, go ahead. I
Okay.
have a few questions, but feel free.
Okay, my question is still on the tracking. So what are you using to track? Because it says 0 time. What's your solution?
So we have two models of tracking. So we have a device that's connected to each and every transporter that we have that is GPS enabled, as well as a mobile phone. So the GPS enabled tracker is connected to a transport service provider's phone that engages with our platform, and we can be able to communicate between the three, the partner and ourselves and our customers.
So I have a few questions here. First of all, great pitch. I loved the end where you said, "Are you an adopter?" Super adorable. I love that. That's great.
Thank you.
Okay, few things. I am also quite concerned about this centralization of building software and ensuring that people are actually going to use it. So I would really love to hear even more about how you are going to really ensure accountability for how these people are going to stay on top of it, and really going to be marking every step of the way. The other thing that I'm really interested in is you said you're taking 20% of transactions from online purchases. So explain how that works and how you are going to convince people that your services are worth that much amount.
Oh, okay. Number one question was about the transport service providers, the metrics on that. So number one, we are a closed system. We're not engaging the entire mass with the mass market to onboard transporters. That's why I talked about a graduation score. So it's a referral-based system where you have one transporter to another one, each one reach one. We have a model for each one reach one. So every graduated score for transport service provider, we are able to onboard another transporter. This enables us to be able to provide business for them, for a transporter onto our system. Coming on board onto our system is majorly looking for business, for work, and that's what we are providing. So we, based on our market, we can be able to onboard as we grow that, so that we can be able to graduate every score for transport service providers. So we've locked down that not to mass market, but very niched, a very niched system for transport service provider. Sorry, please remind me your second question.
The second question was about your 20% transaction rate. How are you going to convince buyers that that's worth the price?
So, for our transport service providers, you mean? So, what we've done is we've created a base based on our market research and market rates in the that transport is being paid for in the market. We have created a system to have a base rate for for fees for cargo delivery. So, and we're able to we've allowed a negotiation system for both customers and transport service providers. So you cannot be, so that a customer may not be able to pay less than what the market is offering, and not as high as any transporter is willing to to offer. So that creates a balance for one, customers, so that we can be able to get their jobs, and two, for transporters to also to engage with the system. So the much more how we're able to convince our transporters is by the number of jobs that we are offering on the system. The more they're engaging with the system, the more they're getting jobs, because they are niched out.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michael. Well done. Well done. Okay, this is perfect. Everyone, let me just add in blessings. We are now ready to vote. So if you go to the chat box, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, it's available in the chat box. If you are on the other platform, I acknowledge that that is not available. So I am going to put it on screen for you to vote for your winner of choice. Okay, so that should be available for you in the comments section. Judges, I am going to pop you off for deliberations, okay? And deliberations, I will reach you. Just know I will reach you. In the meantime, blessings, I will leave you on here to keep people busy, and we will be back in exactly 3 minutes with the results.
Great. Thank you so much, Edith. So guys, what an amazing session right now. They've done such a phenomenal job, sincerely. Like, all of you guys, Abrofra, Look Up, Soccer Savvy, Fulitica, I'm just surprised. I'm amazed about what everybody was able to do. They showed up, and that's guaranteed. And I can definitely tell from the comments that you guys definitely agree. So what I want to do is do a shameless plug for Arielle for Africa and sort of bring you on to the other programs that we do, just in case you guys want to be up here with everybody else for the Arielle Pride Championship and have your go at this as well. So the other programs that we have currently running right now is the financial literacy program, which is about to drop Monday. In fact, Monday, the 1st of February, we have our financial literacy program, which is a program that teaches individuals how to master everyday financial skills and then bridges the gap to employee benefits when people are ready to re-enter the workforce, and sort of provide you with the skills to, you know, break down the barriers when it comes to finance right now, especially with the state that the world is in. Let's figure out a way that we can gain passive income. So what we'll be doing is we'll have 3 modules. One that focuses on setting financial goals and cutting debt, practical application, and budgeting and saving, and lastly, investing. I feel like this is such a phenomenal opportunity, and I definitely feel like you don't want to miss this. Sincerely, you do not want to miss this opportunity. So for more information about this program, feel free to go to our website at www.arielleforafrica.com, and if you go to programs, we do have applications running right now, so definitely I would encourage you to go and apply. What's the harm in that? Definitely a great opportunity. Another program that we have running right now is the 6-week program for entrepreneurs. So we are aiming to equip you guys with all the information you need to equip yourself in getting yourself up there, to basically improve your business plans, to create MVPs. Honestly, you guys, I'm really commending you guys to go and do that. That's another area which we are focusing on. We want you guys to be prepared and set to truly break into your market. So for the 6-week program, we have, I believe it's around 7 modules, which is very customizable. We want it to be flexible with your schedules. So we have modules such as entrepreneur finance, marketing and branding. We have leadership sessions, which is very, very, very key. We all want to be leaders in life. So when it comes to business, this is something that we truly believe in. We also have social innovation and building your MVP, getting you started so that you are ready to tap into your market and reach out to your target market. And your audience. So we definitely encourage you to also apply to that. So that will be joining shortly. Yes, as Free says, everyone is a winner and all of them delivered, guaranteed. I definitely agree with that. Thank you so much, Freeze. So yeah, we have that starting on the 15th of February. So the 6-week program starts on the 15th of February. It'll go for 6 weeks. It's a 6-week entrepreneur online program. So there's no excuse. You guys should have full access to this, and the fact that it is customizable in regards to the schedule, so you can pace yourself at whatever pace you like, and honestly, you guys will do an amazing job. So those are the 2 programs that we have running right now. So I will say again, go to our website www.arielleforafrica.com, and we have an abundance of programs that we're running currently and getting ready to start. So I would suggest you guys apply. We do have a deal that's going to end very soon. I mean, as in tomorrow on the 31st of January, we have January sales right now. So I would say definitely go and apply. Wow, the fees are cut in half. I believe it's 50% off. I believe I may be incorrect, but to see more information, definitely go and check out, because that will definitely increase come February. But well done to all the teams that have presented today, and for everybody that's turned up to represent, to support. And again, for the individuals who are just joining right now, if you haven't already, please refer to the voting link and get involved. Definitely go and vote, and deliberations will soon be over. Definitely vote for the team that you feel like is the best out of all that presented. So you have Soccer Savvy, you have Look Up, you have Rua, don't forget about Rua. You also have your Litica, you have Expendo and Abofra. Guys, I'm telling you, these are phenomenal teams. Who is your techpreneur for the Arielle Pride Championship? Who is your champion? Let us know. And yes, continue to let us know how you found this, what you enjoyed, what team you're supporting. Put it in the comment section. We love to know what your views are in regards to this Arielle Pride Championship. We love to hear from you. So definitely, thank you, Alvin. All you guys, I'm so happy to see you join and get involved, definitely. And when I say, I'm even looking at the votes right now, and I'm you guys are coming in with the votes. 79 votes so far. Guys, keep on going, keep on going. Thank you so much, Alvin. Definitely. But yes, definitely come and check out our social media for more information about other programs that we'll be having and when the next Arielle Pride Championship will be dropping. So whether it will be in hospitality, in agriculture, guys, get ready. Definitely follow our socials at Arielle for Africa. I believe that's on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We'll be dropping all the updates there live and up front. So definitely check out our socials, as there'll be more information in regards to what we have in store for you guys. And again, I just want to say thank you again for joining this experience with us. This is the very first Arielle Pride Championship, and you guys have definitely made it amazing. All the teams have made it amazing, and especially the judges, because they were tough. They were tough. I don't think I could have done it, but I commend all the teams that went out there with courage and did their thing, and it's definitely showing. So definitely, guys, keep on voting. Get your friends, families, your next door neighbor, get them voting for the team that you feel like truly deserves to be the Arielle Pride Champion. So great job, everyone who's on this chat on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really, truly appreciate it. We'll soon be having the judges joining shortly in regards to the deliberation and their feedback for the teams. So I would advise all the teams get on the YouTube links or the Facebook links, and let's see what the judges have in regards to feedback for you guys. Let's see what they have in regards to encouragement and feedback for the teams. So hopefully, Edith is back. Great. Hi, Edith.
Hi, blessings. I trust you held down the fort. This is perfect. So I'm going to add back the judges because they will be giving feedback to teams, okay? And then I am just going to leave you judges to give feedback to the teams. I know that we discussed who would be giving feedback to what team, and we will be back with the final results shortly.
Do we want to just start in order of the pitches?
I do not remember the order of the pitches.
Soko Savvy was first, so I would be happy to do that. Okay, so I will be giving some feedback to Soko Savvy. One, I thought your pitch was really well done. It would have been nice to see the pitch in person rather than as a video. But either way, it was a great pitch, and I really loved that you started with that, story of the vendor. It would have been nice to tie that story back in at the end. The one thing that I thought that I was missing, and anyone can correct me if I just missed this, but I didn't see an ask page at the end of your pitch. And as this is a competition, that would have been really good to see. I really would have liked to see more about your finances. I would have liked to see how you're projecting that this is going to be moving forward past just, that 2-year break even. And if you're going to talk about breaking even, I really think it's important to ensure that you explain how that's going to happen, because you're for sure going to get questions if you don't explain it. I also think it's really important that you talk specifically about not just how many people you're going to be impacting, but exactly how these people are going to be impacted and how it's going to change their daily lives, not just in terms of the vendors, but in terms of your customers. I think that could have been a little bit stronger too. I also have a general comment for everybody. I think one thing that it would have been really nice to see is we all had 5 minutes for questions. So it would have been nicer to see a little bit more concise comments generally. But thank you. It was an awesome pitch and good job.
Okay, which was the second company?
Rua, I think, was next.
Yeah. Also, general comment, as Daphne said, we want to see your faces, and if there are problems with the internet, say it. In some cases it was also understandable and was obvious that was the case, but as someone judging you and potentially investing in your company, we want to see your face. And yeah, the live pitches in general, I think, give something more, and we're able to understand more about the team, which, you are investing and looking to a company that sometimes has little or no traction. And so it's important to see and to understand if we think we can be partners and you're able to pull it off. So Rua, it's a good, I think, good segment that you spotted. Probably you can, and I know I did like a lot how you I think you answered in a question that you would start from communities and build it from there, and it's a really good point. But it's still also very hard to let people develop new habits. So how more you're going to help your customers and people do that. And that's my main feedback.
Okay. So I think next company was Fluidica already. No.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Fluidica. I gave you some hard questions. Sorry. But definitely one of the strongest presenters today. very good, concise answers. Everything that I was looking for in the presentation was there. Everything was very clear, easy to understand, very good presentation skills. Also, I think overall, I mean, presenter and the team, everyone is very experienced. You seem to know what you're doing. And I have very little doubt that you will be able to raise that money. You are investor ready, and everything is, yeah. I mean, now it's just a matter of raising that money and delivering on to the investors.
So I think Abofra was next, and so I loved the fact that you guys did an actual pitch. That was great. It was really nice to see a live pitch and, you know, here on the video. I think that it will be very important moving forward for you guys to really dig into your target marketing. I think so. The company that I'm a CEO of is specifically working with people who are the most impoverished in areas of Kenya. And I think that your model of asking them to pay extra funds in addition to school, I think is going to be extremely difficult. And I also think that you're going to have a huge amount of complexity when it comes to competing with other organizations that already exist, like Khan Academy, that do it for free. I think the other thing that we have had a lot of issue with is, even though people do have smartphones, not all applications work on all smartphones, and people have a very wide variety of smartphones in impoverished areas. And the other thing is, even though they have smartphones, app literacy on smartphones is not always very high. So I think that those things are extremely important to consider in your model. So I just think that you guys have a great pitch, you have a great idea. It's just, you know, trying to think about a few more of those things and tinker out some of those people, some of those, you know, different ideas and things like that.
Okay, look up, I'm next, giving feedback. First, I had some trouble understanding, like listening to the voice. It was not super clear to me. And in terms of business model, I would like to see it more targeted, do more research on that and see how you can target it more.
Oh, okay. Short and sweet. Michael, you thought that would never appear again, eh? Well, definitely as the first time we met, fantastic presentation skills. You really nailed it. Very good presentation. It really had everything that I was looking at, good financials. Everything was very well explained. Yes, not really much to say. In terms of the business model, everything is quite clear. I think you just got a couple of stuff to tweak around. And yes, very well done. I kept it nice.
Short and sweet, that's what it's all about, right?
Okay. Yay! Are we done? Thank you so much, judges. Okay, thank you so much. I think in terms of final feedback, I am just going to do this. Have all the branding and everything ready for the winner announcement. This was a really, really tough one for us guys, to be honest, because the voting that came from the crowd was so tight. Like the crowd, I literally called blessings and I was like, I don't even because the crowd was completely split in half. And I think that is testament to the top two teams. And we will call up both founders, but we'll bring the winner first. So I think it's important that I mentioned that we had 3 teams that both in terms of voting and in terms of the judges came out as the top. And these were in 3rd place, we had Expendo. And for Expendo, it was due to the stage in their growth, in their maturity, in their market. The other 2 teams that I won't say who won, but the 2 teams that were also in the top 3 was Soko Savvy, right? How amazing is that? And Fuelitica. And in terms of Soko Savvy and Fuelitica, the main reason that they were both in the top 3 is because Soko Savvy has shown so much progress from pitching, right, in Jenga Boss versus now, but then also for Faith as a female founder, she has done a lot and her team has done a lot. And we are so proud of them. The pitch was absolutely beautiful, absolutely spot on. A child would understand what they are trying to do, you know? And yeah, the judges absolutely loved that. So the judges were also pulling us in 2 directions. They were not helping. And then Fuelitica, it was clear that they were the most investor ready, they were most progressed, they had the most traction and the most clear-cut direction. And that was clear in terms of what the crowd was saying, but then also what the judges were saying. So although this was tough, and this was very, very tough because everything was split, okay? It was tight, it was split. But Blessings and I had a conversation with Ferouz, co-founder, who brought us back to the ground. I think we were excited because we're on this side. And she reminded us the point of the Arielle Pride Championship. And it was to flag the most investor-ready founder. It was to flag the founder that had done the most and was the most ready to be showcased on platforms because of how far they had come. And it is for that exact reason that we are happy and proud to announce that the winner of the first edition Arielle Pride Championship Techpreneur edition is none other than Glenn Digolo from Fuelitica. Yay! Glenn, we want to see you. You're on screen now.
Wow. Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you. Wow.
Congratulations, Glenn. It was so tight. It was honestly so tight. But congratulations for this. We are very happy to call you Arielle Pride Champion 2021 Techpreneur of the Year. Congratulations. Well done. So you get all the really nice support goodies from us starting this year into next year. So that's really exciting. But I also think it's important that we bring in Faith as well, because that was hard, right? We had to jump on phone calls. So let me just add Faith and just say, Faith, congratulations as well for coming in. So Kostavi did well. For like 1 month, you guys have killed it, and we are so proud of you. Yeah, so I want to hear, Faith, do you have anything to say?
I'm really happy and very excited that today, I mean, we are so young, to be honest. I mean, we're even less than a month old, but progress we've made is really amazing. And I'm very glad that the feedback, you guys were really impressed at what we've done. And I mean, I'm so humbled, and we hope to meet again next time. Alex, I was dreadful. I've heard about you. So I'm glad it wasn't as bad, you know, but I'm so happy. And thank you, Arielle. Thank you, the judges. I mean, I'm really humble. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Glenn. Congratulations. Do you have anything to say before we close this one off?
Right. So I'd like to thank Arielle, and first thank the viewers for first putting time aside to listen to our pitches.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the judges for your feedback. I think I'll take your feedback into consideration, and so will the other startups. I'm happy to mention the list. I'm happy, and I think I'll be glad to work with my company to work with Arielle over the next couple of years to, see how best we can tackle the market.
Yes. We are so proud of you, Glenn. Well done. We will be in touch. Blessings, and Maureen will be in touch with all the goodies. Thank you so much for your amazing pitch. So I just want to say thank you to the judges. You guys are the realest, the real ones. Okay, I know we ran a bit over because this one was a tough one. Apologize for that, but thank you so much, Alex, Paolo, Daphne. We celebrate you guys. We love you guys. Arielle would not exist without you guys, or we would not be who we are today. So thank you so much for all your support.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you too.
It's been awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Today, guys.
Thank you so much, judges. They are waving bye-bye. Blessings. Parting shot. Tell the people bye before we leave.
You so much. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for this very first Arielle Pride Championship ever. We really appreciate you being here and getting involved, voting for the teams. Well done, Glenn. You did a phenomenal job. And for all the other teams that also participated, well done to you too, because I couldn't do myself. Let me be honest. You guys knocked it out of the park, but I definitely want to see you there next time. And I'm going to hand over to Edith. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you so much. Blessings. Thank you so much, everyone. I am going to end it here. Bye-bye. Stay tuned. Follow us. It has been amazing. Bye.
Bye.